Hey guys, welcome to the Adam and Nart Show. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Zehra Edis from Ajman University, and she is a chemistry professor from Ajman University, and we're going to talk about a fascinating subject, which is the subject of chemistry. Thank you very much, Dr. Zehra, for coming today. Dr. Zehra, what can you tell us about yourself first?
I'm bad in time management, so take care. I'm not good in summarizing, so you keep stopping me if I speak too much.
No problem, Dr. Zehra. Go ahead.
Yeah. Chemistry is, it was not my favorite subject, I have to say. And this is very important for students to know who are in the university.
Yeah.
It may suck you in, but if you go through it and you end up doing the job, you will find opportunities which you love. And then you do that.
What can you tell us about the different types of chemistry? There's organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry. Can you briefly describe what are these types of chemistry and what are the applications?
Exactly. There are a lot of types. There's biological chemistry, physical chemistry, organic, inorganic. They deal with different aspects of chemistry.
Right.
Bio-inorganic. New fields are popping up.
Wow.
All the time, because chemistry is a vast subject.
Absolutely.
It touches all our life.
True.
So just expect more to come.
One of your specialties, you've done research in nanoparticles.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about nanoparticles? What are they and what are the applications of nanoparticles? Because I think it's a fascinating subject.
It is a subject which is in fashion.
Right.
En vogue.
Which one? Antimicrobial nanoparticles?
Yes, exactly. Right. And there is a trend now about nanoparticles. I jumped on the same train.
Okay.
And we did a lot of research. We are producing antimicrobials, which consist of silver nanoparticles, and it is looking promising because nanoparticles are used nowadays in every sector, including cosmetics and drugs and so many places. So we also said, why not to try? And we combined those with plant extracts to make it green chemistry, to have a new type of drug to combat most recently seen antimicrobial resistance problems due to failing antibiotics. So what is a nanoparticle? It is a very small metallic particle, which is around maximum 50 nanometers. The size. It is usually silver or gold. Nowadays, they are using also other metals.
Dr. Zehra, I remember something from my university days. Nano, the prefix nano means times 10 to the power -9.
Exactly.
So 1/1000th of a meter, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It is so small that you can't imagine.
Exactly.
And they load all these nanoparticles with either drugs or other things which can carry the material into the targeted tissues or to whatever it is supposed to do. Now, these are actually new products. And it is promising, but the problem is what happens next. After a few years, I am sure we will have an epidemic of starting problems related to accumulation of nanoparticles in our organism.
That sounds serious.
There is already research pointing to this issue. And not only in our organism, in our cells, also in the environment, in the soil, in the water, in plants. It's everywhere. And the questions are already coming. And they are saying, is this what we are doing really healthy or it will harm us?
So wait a minute, Dr. Zehra, because now this sounds like the future is bleak. Is there any other positive version for the future?
I tell you something. Science is very important.
Yeah.
And science touches problems and tries to find solutions.
Yeah.
In many aspects, especially chemistry.
Yeah.
But once you find a solution, it doesn't mean that it was the right solution for the future. Right. But in that moment, it is the solution which is available.
Yeah.
So you have to just follow up and see what's happening. Right. And if you see a crossroads, you have to stop and you have to apply something else. Yeah. So it's like trial and error, trial and error.
I see. What about plastics, Dr. Zehra?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were so beneficial. Suddenly we opened up a vast group of things which we use now in all our lives. It's everywhere. We cannot imagine a life without plastics.
We can't. They're everywhere. We use it for everything.
We are dressing. We are wearing them. We are sitting on them. It's
even
everywhere.
In planes, cars.
Exactly. It's unimaginable to be without plastics, but the problems arise now. Now we are seeing microplastics.
Now we're opening our eyes. Yeah.
Open your eyes. Microplastics are everywhere, in our water, in our food, in the sea, in animals, in what we eat, in plants, in fish. They are everywhere. And people are saying, let us see the long-term effects. Does it cause Alzheimer? Does it cause Parkinson's disease?
Cancer.
Cancer, does it cause so and so? Because they are collecting here and there, and then no one knows what's going to happen, because polymers, these are polymers, they are almost indestructible.
Wow.
Yes, they are
that's
strong.
Why they're doing all of
strong.
This. Doc, that's why they're doing all of this these days for sustainability and the environment.
Exactly.
Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a law introduced very soon where they will ban the use of plastic bags. So they will now completely shift to paper bags or something like that. I think they've been doing it as well in other parts of the world. At least in Dubai, they're going to introduce this law very soon, if I'm not mistaken again.
It's already introduced, even in Ajman. Now, when you go for shopping, you just take your own bags with you.
Yeah, they actually encourage that. It's not a bad idea. It's actually a good idea for the environment to reduce plastic waste.
Exactly.
My question, though, the other day I went to the grocery store and I saw the new type. He said this is the new type of plastic bags, and they claim that this is biodegradable plastic bags. What can you tell us about biodegradable plastic bags, or plastic in general? Is it truly biodegradable, or
no?
Why is it not?
It will degrade in shorter time. Let us say like this.
Shorter time.
In shorter time, because the normal plastic bag, it will stay for a long time.
Right, very long.
But this one will degrade faster. Doesn't mean it will not produce microplastics. Of course, the microplastics will be additional gift.
Wow.
It will be there.
But there's got to be an alternative, Dr. Zehra. What is the promising alternative?
What is the promising alternative? Until the next scientist finds something new, which we throw all this into the dustbin and start with the new one. And one day we will discover that new one was not as good as we thought. This is chemistry.
You know, I think, Dr. Zehra, what you're saying is, you have a valid point. But from my point of view, I'd like to be more optimistic.
Good.
Microplastics, I'll tell you why. Microplastics, you're saying, yes, they're going to affect all of us. They're already affecting all of us.
Yeah.
Plastics in general, the environment. We already have a disaster when it comes to the environment, right?
Yeah.
They're still working on the environment issues and waste and all of that, the climate change and all that. But the reason why I'm saying, Dr. Zehra, I'm hopefully optimistic, positively optimistic. Let's say cautiously optimistic even. I'll tell you why I'm cautiously optimistic. With the advent of AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay.
I think you know about AI already. We had an episode about AI, if you watched our show.
Yeah, I guess I watched it.
Exactly. It was the very first episode.
Yeah.
So with the advent of AI, everybody now is doing this, their fingers crossed, waiting for artificial general intelligence, AGI. And when that thing comes, it's going to open endless doors and possibilities. It's like a genie that comes out of the bottle and grants you all of your wishes. Of course, that comes with a lot of dangers, with AI gone rogue and all of that. We discussed that. Now, AI has been used extensively in research, especially in chemistry, Dr. Zehra.
Yes.
You know that
computational chemistry.
Absolutely. Tell us about that, because I heard that AI now is being used to do countless calculations for creating molecules and new materials and material science in general.
Exactly.
So what if in the future a powerful AGI is able to assist us in creating a new miracle material which is biodegradable, safe for the environment, does not release microplastics or nanoparticles? What if?
What if? Sounds good. Sometimes I say myself also, instead of doing all this and I'm writing down one by one, and then I have to keep the track of what I did until now and what I need to do until now. If I had some assistant who can tell me, that day you did this and this and this, and when you combine this and this will be fine.
Incredible.
This is what you mean with AI.
Yes. Imagine you have a powerful assistant that can do all of these mundane tasks for you, endless calculations, research even, analysis, all of that.
I get the point. But whatever AI is, it cannot ever be able to have like human intuition,
I see.
human motivation,
Right.
human sudden ideas. Human will be always different. AI cannot do that. You can tell AI, can you please do this for me?
Right.
But you are the source.
Okay.
Leave the AI, and you have one day a very supercomputer, let us say, who can work by himself. And he will by himself make all these calculations. Who will do
Create
it for him?
a new material.
Yeah. Who will do it for him? He will still need humans who will stand in the lab and do this or that.
Right. Depends on the human feedback. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
But other people are saying different things. They're saying that AI, it's a different topic, but super intelligence is going to go beyond human intelligence, exponential, because it will improve itself. That's another topic. I want to stick to chemistry here, but all I'm saying, Dr. Zehra,
you are optimistic.
I'm optimistic because AGI is going to change everything, including the field of chemistry.
Okay.
This is what I believe.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
If it is so.
What can you tell us, Dr. Zehra, about your research in antimicrobial nanoparticles? You've been using that. What was it? Something iodine?
Iodine. Actually, I went, now I am specialized in iodine, polyiodides.
Yes.
So means I am actually going back to this iodine research because I feel nanoparticles is not sustainable. I am very clear about it. We have to be careful about it. And I took back my step.
I understand your point. It's a valid concern.
Exactly. It is a concern. And I don't want to be part of this trend anymore.
Wow.
We don't know in which direction it will take us.
Yeah.
So therefore, I stay with my normal iodine. No one is interested in it, but it may give different and better possibilities. Just jumping on a train because it's going fast doesn't mean it is the right direction.
So you don't believe in jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to nanoparticles?
I don't. You just sometimes have to say no.
Trust your intuition.
Trust your intuition and do. If something comes out, it's fine. If nothing comes out, okay, then what?
Cool.
It's fine.
And what about this application for the antimicrobial nanoparticles? Is it true that they coat, let's say, a doorknob or certain surfaces to reduce or even kill pathogens like bacteria and viruses? But in theory, Doc, it sounds fascinating. It sounds incredible.
It is, and it doesn't need to be a nanoparticle. It can be any other material, even natural materials can be used for doing that.
Yeah.
And they even, I have seen last time a research, somebody is including antimicrobials into the paint used in the hospital wards, on the walls.
Is that a good idea?
Why not?
Okay.
Because the germs are everywhere, especially in hospital wards.
At least that helps fight the germs.
Yes, and it will deactivate most probably on the doorknobs, on anything which you touch.
Right, it will kill the germs or nullify or deactivate.
Not nullify, but at least reduce.
Reduce okay, that's amazing. Dr. Zehra, what can you tell us about green chemistry? What is green chemistry?
For me, green chemistry is actually you do something which is grassroots. Green chemistry means without taking toxic materials, you achieve something which will help you benefit you in doing a task.
Very nice.
In easy ways. I feel green chemistry, the way I understand it, is actually the future. Why? If we have, for instance, COVID again,
Yeah.
And there is a lockdown, and we are all traumatized by this lockdown, especially when we had to find disinfectants and the pharmacies were running out of it. And we had to find face masks and all this stuff, where in the beginning, every country in the world was not prepared for it. Then my solution would be, just a moment, go back to your kitchen. What do you have there? Spices, thyme, essential oils.
I know one, Doc. I heard about
Yes.
this. I read about this called neem.
Yes.
It's a natural pesticide as well,
Yes.
and antimicrobial, if I'm not mistaken. So you
Exactly.
believe in those natural
Yes.
alternatives?
Yes, we are working on those.
Wow.
And I noticed that thyme, which is za'atar in
Incredible. I love it.
Incredible. Maramia, we did sage, maramia.
Yeah.
We did about that one. Incredible antimicrobial and easy to make.
Very
So
nice.
you just, you go back to your traditional stuff, which over hundreds of years since mankind is existing, thousands of years, and
Yeah.
you just look why you are using those spices.
Right.
Because of their taste? Oh, really? No. It is because at one stage they were needed to keep the food for a long time without fridge. So
Yeah.
this is why they were introduced.
Right. Amazing.
And now we are using them thinking it is a spice which spices up our food.
Yeah. I
It's
truly
not
believe in herbal
historical.
things.
Yes. Only you have to take care that your herbals or your botanics or plants are not from a place which is actually environmentally polluted place.
Right. Dr. Zehra, I made a discovery recently because I saw a social media post saying that be careful in your shampoo. There's a toxic material called formaldehyde. I don't know what that is, but I looked it up because you see, now I'm talking about AI as well. I love AI. It helped me analyze the ingredients in the shampoo bottle. I was curious, this soap or shampoo, what does it have? So I took a picture. It analyzed all of the ingredients in a few seconds, by the way, if I might add. Incredible. And then I asked it, is there anything unsafe? And the AI pointed out a few unsafe chemicals, or at least questionable, saying that there's a debate in the scientific community about this chemical or that chemical. One of them was, I can't remember the name. I'm going to put all the names on the screen. Di something urea, which is which releases
which releases the
formaldehyde. Yes.
This is
And
what you found.
absolutely.
Parabens, phthalates,
Yes.
bisphenol A, which
Yes.
is plasticizer, and so on.
all of these toxic chemicals,
Yeah.
horrible things. Now, what would you advise the general public to do when it comes to using everyday products? Because a lot of people are oblivious to this. They don't know that there's poison in their product. I'm
Yes.
using a shampoo. I don't know what's in this shampoo or this soap or that. For me, I did something crazy. I analyzed all the soaps that I had in the house and the shampoos. By the way, the shampoo that I have, it says no parabens, no
Very good.
phthalates, BPA, whatever, all this stuff. I used AI to analyze it. It says no formaldehyde, blah, blah, blah. So what would you advise the general public? First of all, what are the major toxic chemicals, Doc, if you can please tell us? And how can we protect ourselves from this poison?
Okay. We already mentioned main ingredients which are toxic.
Yes.
And I am sure there are still more in the shelf.
Yeah. Especially in cosmetics.
Cosmetics industry, pharmaceutical industry, perfumes, whatever, cosmeceuticals it is called, whatever thing you use to prep yourself up, and what else, body shampoos and shave and this and that. All these companies, actually you have to take care. It doesn't mean that when you have a very known company that they are taking care of safety. Who told you?
That's not the case. A lot of large corporations have been
Exactly.
sued for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Exactly.
Lawsuits.
See, even those people, they don't know exactly what is the long-term effect. They start using something, and after 10 years, the science and medicine find out that actually, wait a minute, this one is the reason for that. Then these guys try to change it and remove that and put something else. Now the new one which is in, how you know that this one after 10 years will be also the same problem?
True.
And why we have Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer
and cancer rates
skyrocketing. Why it was not like this before hundreds of years? Why? Because we are ignoring natural life. We have to go back to normal. We have to relax first
to nature,
of all.
You mean?
We have to go back to nature.
Yeah.
You don't need all these cosmetics. Come on. Why you have to use all this stuff? You just go back to normal. And even if you are insisting to use it, as you said, now we have the AI. Please just check it. It's a matter of
it takes
few
5 seconds to analyze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is our life so cheap? Our health so cheap?
Yeah.
Why we don't find time to even look up the things we eat? When I speak to students, are you reading the ingredients list of what you are eating?
I do, Doc.
No one is doing anything. They don't care.
Doc, I do. You know what they call me?
Very good.
But
They
here's the
call
problem.
you nerd, maybe.
Yeah, worse. I used to have a nickname. I'm not proud of it in the university. They used to call me foodie.
Foodie?
Yes. Why?
Okay.
Because I used to look up the ingredients
It's
of
right.
everything I eat, and they used to think that I'm weird. I'm just being too much. But that's what I do. But now with AI, before I even buy, let's say, chips, I take a picture, ask ChatGPT to analyze the ingredients. I learned new things, by the way. I learned that sunflower oil is the healthiest type of oil in chips. Avoid palm oil, which is very bad for your health, for example.
Yeah.
It also analyzes all the other ingredients, monosodium glutamate, this, that, the E's, so many E's they add. You know about all of this, Doc. So what do you think about that? Should people start doing that?
They should
do you think it's too much?
No, they should definitely do it. Because if you want to have later on a question mark, what did I do wrong to get this disease?
Oh my God, God forbid, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, we are not immune to anything.
Yeah.
But at least do the right thing. Don't, avoid extremes.
Yes, avoid
Stay
extremes.
in the center. Don't take too much. And
Yes.
okay, you can take some things, but don't take too much. Avoid extreme, whatever it is.
Okay.
This is the golden path. Stay in the center.
Stay balanced.
Stay relaxed.
Yes.
Just don't be negative.
Yeah.
But check out what you are using on yourself and putting in yourself.
Using AI, guys. These days you can use AI, so.
Yeah.
Dr. Zehra, that was a fascinating subject. I wish we had more time. Chemistry is a broad topic. So many subtopics to talk about. In the end, Dr. Zehra, what would you advise aspiring young scientists and chemists? What advice would you give them, especially in today's world, where they want to become the next professor in chemistry or even researcher in a lab? What would you say to these guys?
Actually, if you love research, I would recommend to really choose the topic which you like to do and keep in mind to do it for the benefit of the humankind. If you just have other ideas, no, I want to be famous, I want to be this, I want to get money, then you are definitely on the wrong path.
Don't do it for the money.
Don't do it for the money. Don't
Glory,
do it for
fame.
the fame. Don't
Yes.
do it for anything else. Anyhow, all this is not counted. If you are a real human being, you should do it with the right motivation. I know it's always difficult to say, oh yeah, I'm doing it for the right motivation, for the benefit. And here and there you will find like, oh, I'm not bad. Good, they speak from me. And yeah, people are interested. And then you bounce back and you say, just a moment. Stay strong.
Yes.
You can make mistakes. Anyone makes mistakes. Who knows what you are doing is right or wrong? So just
keep going.
Keep going and hope that Allah will take you to the right path.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Welcome.
Zehra, for coming today. It was a nice discussion we had.
Thank you very
and I wish
much.
you all the best. Thank you.
I thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.